And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this very special segment where we talk about women's cricket. Well, there's a lot been said about the cricket, and today we will be talking to the Ellyse, and long-standing partnership which has been extended for another 3 years. I'm talking about Commonwealth Bank and their long-standing relationship with women's cricket. Commonwealth Bank has been announcing that their long-standing partnership with Cricket Australia will extend for a further 4-year term, which is quite an interesting and very good news. The partnership has contributed to the development of 70+ girls, not only leagues, but resulting in over 70% growth in girls playing club cricket. So, which is a very good thing. So, we talk about women empowerment and everything. So, here it is. This is how it's going to be happening. Commonwealth Bank plans to contribute its investment into the women's game by promoting gender equality through the entire pathway from elite to the community. So, it is very important and a very responsible step thereby, when you look at say Commonwealth Bank. So, it is a very, very interesting and of course a very, very responsible move that they have taken on. So Ellyse Perry, who is a cricket legend, she is a true Australian legend, will be joining us very soon. She is the youngest ever cricketer, male or female, to have represented Australia. Currently, she is the world's top-ranked women's all-rounder. Many accolades include being named the inaugural ICC Women's Cricketer of the Year in 2017 and twice winning Australia's prestigious Women's International Cricket of the Year, Belinda Clark Award, both in 2016 and then again in 2018. Arguably, the best athlete in Australia, Ellyse holds the distinction of having represented Australia in both cricket and soccer World Cups. Perry was named Player of the Series in Australia's Ashes triumph over England in 2015 and captained the Sydney Sixers in the WBBL. So, wonderful. During the 2018 ICC Women's World T20 tournament in the West Indies, Perry became the first cricketer for Australia to play 100 2020 series matches. In the final in the same tournament, she became the first cricketer for Australia to make 100 wickets in the 2020 international matches. So, it is wonderful to see all that. Unfortunately, she is unable to join us via a video link, but we've managed to get the audio link established. So, welcome once again. Welcome to the studios to Ellyse, and it is so good to have you on the show. So today we're going to be talking about a few of the things, but first of all, I'd like to know from you, how has the women's cricket changed you from when you started working in the industry to now, as we know that the industry has changed and evolved over the years. So how has it changed you?
I think some of the changes that I've noticed since starting out to where the game is just how much it's grown in terms of the amount of young girls and women involved in club level cricket as well as right across the game. And I think, the major support that we've had from partners like CommBank has really helped to see the game grow and ensure that it'll continue to do so.
Well, that is of course quite wonderful and good to see that, from where it's begun and where it's going and how it has grown. So what are your motivating factors? What keeps you motivating, and how has that been with you?
I think the whole team is really motivated for the Commonwealth Bank Series against India coming up. It'll be our first lot of matches for the summer, but also first time we've played as a team for quite a while now. So we're really looking forward to playing against a wonderful opposition in India, and I think it's going to be a great challenge.
It is going to be a challenge, but of course, as they reckon, the best may win. And of course, that is a great motivation that you have there. So, could you tell us how has the partnership helped women in cricket? I'm talking about the partnership, the sponsorship from Commonwealth Bank.
Our partnership with CommBank has been a huge help to women in cricket. there's been about a 70% growth to girls playing club cricket over the past 5 years. I think that will only continue to grow. The renewed deal that we've now got with CommBank is only going to help to extend that further.
Well, obviously it will, and it is wonderful to see, one of the big major banks, the Commonwealth Bank, coming on board and so throwing their support behind it. It is for a very worthy cause, and of course, there's two things. Number one is sport. Number two is the women empowerment, and giving women that opportunity, bringing the women out in the front and showing what can be done. And you have been that role model, having done what you have done. So that is just so being that role model, being there, having done that, what advice would you have for young women, looking to get into the sport?
My advice for young players looking to get into the sport is to, first and foremost, just start out and have a go, whether that's going down to your local club, taking a friend along, or picking up a bat or a ball in the backyard with your family. It's really about just trying the game out, having a lot of fun doing it, and seeing where it'll take you.
And quite rightfully said, to have a lot of fun while you're doing it. So go out there is the message, and getting out there, contact your local clubs and find out what's happening in your local area and whatever, and do go and attend the functions and events and take part in this sport. And while you're doing that, make sure that you have fun. So, if you're not having fun, then, it becomes painful. It is not happening the way it is. Now, of course, we're talking about today Commonwealth Bank and their partnership, which is now, they have quite generously extended for another 4 years, and throwing their support behind the cricket, and especially supporting women's cricket. So, Ellyse, where can people, if they want to find out more about this partnership and about the games, where can people go to get more information?
If you'd like to find out more about our partnership with CommBank and how it's supporting cricket, you can go to commbank.com.au/cricket.
So once again, thank you, Ellyse, for being on the show. I understand that you've got quite a few interviews lined up, and that you would be rushing to others. And it is wonderful to see that this support, and of course, the mutual benefit to be there, and it should support, of course, the wider community. And everyone, and looking at the gender equality and women in sport, and for what you have done, it is amazing. So it is good on Commonwealth Bank for coming on board and throwing their support behind this very worthy sport, and of course encouraging women to come out and play. It's not that it's something new. Women have been out there in the sporting arena for a long time, but getting the support and getting sponsorship many times is challenging. As we know, in any organization, securing that sponsorship is very, very important. The sustainability of the game, of the matches, is based upon that. And Commonwealth Bank coming on board and saying, here we are for another 4 years, which is wonderful. Congratulations on securing that partnership, and of course, wishing you all the best in all the and keep encouraging women and being that role model that you are, and bringing people forward into this arena. Once again, thank you so much for being on the show and sharing that information with us. So once again, I'd like to sincerely thank you. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you are. That was that interview with Ellyse, and we'd like to, sincerely thank her for her time today to come on Australian Indian Radio's live segment and discuss that. As is mentioned, that you can go on their website and find out more about that. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you too have any topics that you'd like to discuss on the show, we are quite happy to get you onto the show. And there's many ways in which you can come onto the show. You can join us via our video link. You can come into the studios, which would be the preferred method. Of course, many times it's not possible, being interstate, being overseas as well. We've got people connecting from everywhere. And of course, or you could do what Ellyse did today, join via an audio link, and that comes through quite clear as well. So your message is more important, getting your message out to the community in a very timely manner. And of course, as I've mentioned before in the earlier segment, that now we are going full scale ahead with these segments, and we'll be introducing more segments as well. So sponsorship opportunities are available for the segments. Like we have the real estate updates, we have the travel updates, migration updates, and of course we have Your Health, Aapki Sehat, which is presented by the Indian Medical Association. So there are many segments in which you can have your advertisement played, or you could be part of that as a sponsorship arrangement, or you could just have your ads in our daily news segment. The daily news segment on most days is at 9 a.m. with the specialist program coming on at 10, and of course the Daily India Report goes on air from Tuesday through till Saturday. So these are some of the opportunities. Please do contact Rajni, and she will put together a nice package for you. And don't forget that all the ads that would be played in this segment will go on our online radio as well, which now is gaining popularity, and we've get lots more listeners and good feedback on the quality of the program and the quality of the stream as well. So both our Facebook Live segment and our radio, we have focused on providing quality stream. So it's not just holding the camera or the phone and going, okay, I'm going live, and I'll be live streaming. Using proper channels and using proper infrastructure and proper equipment to do the live segment, so that it's going out. I mean, it's not a large full scale like Channel 7 or Channel 10 studios, but we do have a small equipped studio where we can do that. And don't forget the Music Junction. That's right, the Music Junction is another opportunity where you could be involved. So there you are. The opportunities that exist are: one, you could have the naming right in the hosted programs. Number two, you can have your ads placed in the segments of your choice. Like we have the Music Junction, we have the daily news updates, so wherever you'd like. So ladies and gentlemen, with that, I'd like to say goodbye. It's been wonderful having your company today. Until tomorrow, it's goodbye from me. Remain safe, and if you haven't been vaccinated yet, please go and get that vaccination. Until tomorrow, it's goodbye from me.